About to rap.
Slap real quick.
Hey,
Miss Lips, I want you to bust a verse. Let's go.
let's go to the movies.
No.
Hey.
About to fuck the whole beat up. Okay, we cool. Turn Miss Lips' mic off real quick. Let me get back to the beat.
Oh no.
This shit was about to go bad quick. Wow. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building with another riveting relationship topic. Hey, we're trying to get Veronica Conway on the line. She's calling in right now. She's telling me that she's experiencing a busy, but that's all right. We're going to get her. Veronica, I know you hear us, baby boo. We're going to come to you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know about the voice of reason, let me just put you up on game. Relationship topics from the perspective of a bunch of different women from a bunch of different backgrounds, walks of life. Mm-hmm. My job is to police all of that bullshit. They got crazy beliefs. And then I have Veronica Conway on the show. She'll be calling in with her unicornisms.
Yeah,
Hey.
I love those.
It was a new term, a unicornism. Like some lofty.
I'm pussy.
Okay. Miss Lips has rejoined.
She's been here.
A lot of people like Miss Lips.
I love everybody.
You love everybody?
I love my enemies. I love everybody.
Okay, cool. Would you?
I fuck my enemy every day.
Wow.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, here we go. This show is about to get crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hot Button Radio. Dash Radio. Listen, it's a caller-driven show. You know what I need from you. I need you to participate. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. 323-230-4610. I definitely want to hear your opinion. Hey, another slapper, James Broadway, the DJ. What's happening, man? Hey, let me hear him. I can't hear him. What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, bro?
James Broadway, producer extraordinaire from the label Records. Is this one of your beats, fam?
It is.
Come on, man. They don't even know about you, about King T, about Big Daddy Kane, all the people you produce. They don't really know. You even produced Tupac. Is that not correct?
I did some remixes on Tupac.
Well, that's still producing, ain't it?
I remember when Tupac wasn't thugging. I remember he used to wear, button-up shirts and alligator,
The little polo shirt.
Exactly.
Oh, I
Wasn't
like
no
that Tupac.
tattoos. That Tupac.
Hey, remember when Tupac came to the spot with all of those DAT tapes
Yeah.
filled
remember
up
that.
with records?
Yeah, he had just a stack of DAT tapes taped together, like 20 of them taped together like a deck of cards.
Wow. What year was that?
Man, it had to be, 92?
92. 91, 92.
Yeah.
Crazy. James Broadway goes all the way back. He has a label called The Label Records. Again, James, where can they find you, connect with you, and participate with what you're trying to do?
You can catch me J Broadzilla on Instagram, James Broadway, Facebook, thelabelrecords.net. And just Google my name, and everything will come up for you.
Okay.
And you can catch me at the Zoe What Show, too.
He just told him to Google him.
Hey.
On some G shit. Google me. James Broadway. We love it. Thanks for participating in the show, big bro.
You know it.
We got, I told you Miss Lips was in the building.
Hey, y'all. Mwah.
We got another beautiful little See's candy caramel piece up in this mug.
Okay.
On the Native American Hindu side of the game.
Uh-oh. Ain't nothing wrong with
Just
that.
calling out all types of ethnicities here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ashley Banks.
Hi.
She's not the Ashley Banks from The Fresh Prince. People was like, dang,
That's not me.
Ashley Banks got plastic surgery. She looked different. No, that's her alias. Ashley, say what's up to the people.
Hi, people. I missed you guys. I'm back for good.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Listen, the Voice of Reason is a relationship roundtable. We want to hear your opinion. We like to have discussion and topics that challenge you, make you think. All right? And then, ladies, all I ask is that you tell the truth.
Always.
Y'all,
Yes.
see?
I don't lie. Ain't nobody got time to lie.
Lying already. I said tell the truth. They said always. Now we know.
I'll pull it out.
Okay, cool. Today's topic, hot topic. I want to hear your opinion. 323-230-4610. Today's hot topic, the art of break-foo. Breaking up with a person without breaking the person. Oh, Jesus. A deeper look at ending a relationship with a great person. You know what I mean. I know a lot of people who are in this situation. It's tough. You in a relationship with somebody. How did you get in that relationship? If it was a rebound and you turned it into a long-term relationship, you're eventually going to get tired of that person because they've served their purpose. They good people, but how do you end it? How do you break up with your best and most ardent support system?
Had an easy route.
And you know, I want to hear the truth. I want to hear the truth. Because y'all lie.
Who lies?
Women. And let me just say, you won't tell the truth and say, I'll get rid of a good dude because his dick game is weak.
Well, we manipulate.
I will keep a bad dude because that dick game fire. Huh?
That's true.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Okay. So you gonna keep mediocre dick because he nice?
No, I'm not keeping that either. I'm just saying, not keeping either.
Here we go. Here go the lies. 323-230-4445. We all know how to ghost a jerk, but what's the best way to end a relationship with a great person? It just, maybe something's missing. What's missing? I don't know what's missing, but something is off. This is a good person. I don't want to break. What is the term you used? I think you posted it on, Ashley, you posted it on your Facebook. It was a quote by somebody.
Yes.
Say that quote.
What was it? It's time to go back to what we used to be. What was it? I kind of forget what it was.
I think it's time to take this relationship to its previous level.
Yes, that was it.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Let's go back to that old
women,
shit.
Women are always talking that, let's take it to the next level. We've been here too long. We ain't progressing. Nigga, let's rewind.
That's true.
Yikes. 323-230-4610. Listen, I'm about to take a quick break. DJ Broadway, mix it up for us when we come back. Phone lines, I want to hear from you. Veronica Conway will join the show. It's about to go down. The Voice of Reason, Hot Button Radio, Dash Radio. It's what we do. I'll be back in 2.2. Ladies and gentlemen, the Voice of Reason, the illest relationship conversation in the world. You know we're going to tell the truth.
That's right.
And when the women lie, I will slam the gavel. You want me to put the hammer down? That's my Thor reference. Oh, never mind. Okay. There's no Marvel fans in here. Okay, cool. Welcome back to the Voice of Reason, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to go down. Today's topic is banana-rific. Because these women got a gang of satellite dudes.
No, we
and
don't.
Y'all be breaking their heart, fucking with them in case of emergency. It's a gang of dudes inside of a glass box in your apartment. Break in case of emergency.
Hilarious.
And then when they get wrapped into you because you use them to get over a difficult moment, you break their heart. Oh God, today's topic is crazy. The art of breaking up without breaking the person. A deeper look at ending a relationship with a great person, usually a person you used like a tissue. We all know how to ghost a jerk, but what's the best way to end a relationship with a great person? Wow. When should you cut ties with a twin flame? A lot of people know about twin flames. You'd be heavily wrapped into them and it just doesn't work. It's a struggle. It's a fight. It's, Jesus, how do you break up with a great person? I don't know. Why is it so hard to be with and break up with your soulmate? Twin flame. Are you in a dead-end relationship? do you want change, but can't make it because your partner is really a good person? You can't make the change the relationship needs because this is a good person. They were there for me when I needed them the most, but otherwise they're boring. The sex is weak. Oh, God, the conversation is weak.
Oh, that's your fault.
These niggas was just a bridge over troubled waters. Oh, God. 323-230-4610 is the number to dial. We're really wanting to hear your opinion. Are you in a dead-end relationship? Do you want change, but you can't make it because your partner is a really good person? Are you dating a great person who's boring as fuck, but you don't know how to end it? Which is easier to do, break up with a good guy or a bad guy? I'm going to the ladies. I want to hear Arana. She's a comedian. This shit better be good.
You're not going to put all that pressure on me. I ate today. I'm happy. My life is simple. Just because he got these glasses on looking like a fake Malcolm X, he think he about to be deep on me today. You ain't finna be deep on me today.
Listen
my
here,
relationships. Hey, I'm rocking the hell out of this. This is Mac Premium, baby. Listen. My relationships reflect where I'm at the time. Just like everybody else's relationship. You know? Like, I like fun people. And so a requirement of all my relationships has to be fun. If we're not having fun, I don't really see what the point of the relationship is. Mm-hmm. I can be bored anywhere.
Here come this bullshit.
Well, I can be bored anywhere.
Cool.
So what's the point? Like, I like my freedom. So, and I like my life. I actually am one of those people that like themselves. Like, I don't look for other people to like me, for me to like life and shit. I like me. So, if I'm inviting you into my world, I want you to be fun too. And I want you to have your own interests and your own things to do. I don't need somebody that's going to be up under me. No, go to the strip club. Go live your life. Go have things and hobbies and stuff like that. So then when we meet back up, we'll have stuff to talk about.
I like it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you was trying to judge me because you was on that bullshit. But see, I delivered.
Listen, this is Peggy Kruger over here. Listen.
You see how that silence happened? That mean that joke didn't work. Look, guys, call in.
What's the number?
323-230-4610. Ladies, get on my side. Let's do this.
Oh, I love it. We're going to set up a battle royale.
Y'all know Zoe be trying to make us look bad, ladies. Don't let him do it.
He does. That's why we on here.
He gonna demean all of our arguments.
That's not
He's
true.
gonna twist all of our words. You
Kinda.
know that. Yeah, see, kind of. You know that.
agree.
Call in now.
We be ready.
Okay, Miss Lips.
What's up, Zoe?
Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody and it was just kind of like I
what?
needed you for the moment, and then you try to maintain it and keep it going?
Like a sailboat.
Yeah, but this is a good person. It's a good person. You don't want to break their heart. You don't want to crush them, and you know they will be crushed if you tell them the truth.
That's 99% of our relationship.
I know women are the best liars.
Yeah.
Continue.
I mean, it's so hard. I really wish we can like switch. Like, if you can borrow my pussy and I can borrow your dick for a day.
Listen here.
Like,
no.
seriously. No,
What kind of
seriously.
bullshit is that?
Right.
No. It's like
Okay, cut Miss Lips' mic off.
no. No, it's really hard to maintain this pussy. Women, we have the upper hand.
I thought pussy maintained itself.
It doesn't.
It definitely
doesn't.
cleans itself.
It does that. That's it.
Well, it definitely does all that. But we I mean, come on now. We walk around here because the power of the pussy is real. Men will do anything. They even pay. They'll steal, kill, and destroy for pussy.
I'm willing to listen to this, but where is it going?
Let
It's
it go.
going. Look. It's going here.
Okay.
Look.
Okay.
The sailboat has shipped.
Amen.
Okay.
Okay.
Where I'm going with this is I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say again.
I'm letting her get it out.
I am
wanna
a
hear.
true weed smoker, so okay. If I have dementia, it's my bad.
She blamed dementia on weed. Okay, cool. Ashley Banks.
Yes.
You've heard the question.
Can you restate it?
But I'm just saying, have you been in a situation where maybe, you went through a bad situation previously, and then there was that one person that always liked you, that always had your back, that was down with you 100%. You got with that person at your low point, and then the relationship grew. You know what I'm saying? You let that person out of frienitentiary. And then you gave him a little some, and he gets wrapped up. He thought, oh, this is it.
That could happen, yeah.
Have you ever had to break up with somebody after that particular scenario? Breaking
Not
a
that-
good person's heart.
Not that particular scenario, but if I do be with somebody and then I find out, like, this isn't working, I try to always blame myself first when I'm communicating to them that it's not working. You should be like, hey, you know what? Like, have you ever seen that episode of Insecure when she's breaking up with her man? And she's like, maybe we should figure our shit out separately. She was trying to break up with him real smooth and easy. You got to lay it like that.
I don't believe you. It's
Why?
just a lot of lies going on.
Yeah. She was already interested in somebody else.
Yeah. And that's another thing women do.
Yeah.
They be interested in several people at the same time.
So do men,
Men
though.
do that too.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
all
put that
do
on
it.
us.
Hey, hold on.
Who is just with one person?
Chris Rock said a man is as faithful as his options. I think that is so true.
But it's true for women too, right?
It is.
Well, so if
Yeah.
it's true for all of us, why are you bringing up petty shit?
Hey, hold on.
But if you're
Let
the
me
one,
answer the
we're
question,
gonna
though.
just be
You want
with
me to
you.
answer the question?
Answer the question.
Let
If
me-
it's true for both of us,
Let me answer
why
the
are you
question.
bringing up petty stuff?
I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
Because women can't be men.
Exactly.
No
Stop
one,
trying to do what we do.
when women
That's
wasn't
what we
trying
do.
to be men, that's
We
a
was never
cop-out
trying to be
answer.
you.
We were made
You were
to
the one
fuck
that
all
brought
of
it
you.
up.
Wait, what?
And you
That's
guys
true.
were made to sit
Look at the
and
Egyptians.
wait your turn.
No,
The
no,
Egyptians
no.
the kings had 2 queens. If I'm correct.
Come
They had
on,
2
Miss
queens.
Lips. Represent
Okay?
what we
It ain't
talking
no
about.
queen with 2 kings, nigga.
How about it?
So they did that for a reason.
That's right. You're supposed to do what we tell you.
I beg to differ. There was Mark Anthony, Cleopatra, and other niggas. So there
Look
goes
what
your
happened to
statement.
Not at
Cleopatra.
the same time.
Look what happened. Look what happened to all African kings and queens.
Look what happened to
His career was
Cleopatra.
robbed, things were stolen, and that was the end of that chapter. The point is this: we in America now, and we talking about like our
Us.
culture, our society. I mean, you do unto others what you would have them do unto you. Karma is real. So if you want to be out here and have multiple bitches and play games, you can't be mad if a woman wants to go, oh, well, he's not serious, so I'm going to live my life. That's
Why
just
can't
fair.
he just be the
I
homie,
just think that's
though?
harlotry.
Why can't he just be
There's
the
a difference
homie?
though between dating someone and being with somebody though. In my dating,
True.
I'm dating a bunch of people, okay? But when I'm focused on one person, then I'm shutting everything else down and I'm with you.
Exactly.
So what are we talking about here?
Wait a minute. That's
Exclusivity.
interesting. I like that.
That's the difference.
Say
Are
more.
we exclusive?
That's what I do. I'm dating. I'm trying to get to know you. I might like you and something might happen, but then I might stop and say, hey, I don't want to do that. But if you are my man and you are my focus, then it's you. I'm shutting everything down. All doors, all DMs, all everything.
Oh, wait. This is very interesting. So when you're dating the merry-go-round, right?
Yeah, everybody has merry-go-round. Men, women. I'm
So-
trying to find who
but
I
wait,
want to be
let-
with.
let
I have
me-
to discover.
Let me ask this question.
Yes.
Because I think this is very interesting. When you're in the merry-go-round dating, maybe selecting, right? Auditioning, right? Checking them out, seeing who's what, right?
But is that what y'all do to us, right?
No. This is the question that I want here.
Okay.
And that is, at what point, or what are the perks for dating? Like, is there kissing? Is there intimacy? Well, like,
It depends on the man.
so potentially there could be multiple men in the sweet spot.
Not necessarily. Not for
Yeah,
me.
not
I
necessarily,
can speak for me.
but
Not
for
for me.
Some hoes.
Yeah.
No, just-
I got to really like
Y'all
you.
some hoes.
No, look, for me, look, I
hoes
gotta
in
like
here.
you. Like, for real. Like, I gotta be interested in you. I got to want that D and not be.
But what if there's two? What if there's two bomb
for
ass?
me, I don't have that bandwidth to do that all at the same time. Like, my sexuality
It can
is
happen,
personal to me.
She said it can happen.
Look, and God bless you. And listen, you got to multitask in this life. I ain't mad. But my sexuality is personal to me. And so for me,
Personal to me too.
it's personal to me. It's always gonna be restricted over here. You can't have it. I'm gonna hover mine from you. But the point is, it's personal to me. So
I like
I
it.
gotta want to submit myself to you in that way and want to
Yes.
please you. Like for
Yes.
me, it's about pleasure first. So I gotta like you to want to please you. I gotta be interested in you. I gotta have a respect for you to want to please you.
You've never had two of those?
No, I'm a bitch. Look, I don't.
I've met two niggas where I'm like, oh, they're both good. And I do have to pick one. I do come to my senses. I can't be with both. But I have before been like, they're both dope. But then one has to be doper and I have to select.
See, but I got
do
a
y'all
career.
tell y'all men about each other? Like,
No.
do you? Oh.
They can't
I don't
hate
think
on that.
nobody
They
does
gonna
that.
cry
I
and
do.
shit. Mm-mm.
Well, I don't think that you should have anything to hide. I should say that. Like, if you grown and you doing what you do, right? I mean, there's
But
no
you
reason to
can't
not have open
disrespect the man and say, hey, I'm dating another nigga while I'm with you.
No, you just say,
Well, no.
I got other homies.
Well, no.
Yeah, you let them know that I'm dating, but they know I'm not your girl.
I'm telling you.
If you're not exclusive,
Yeah, there
I
we
don't
go.
think it matters.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because
Exactly.
they're living their life, you live in their life, and you don't even know if you're a match for real yet. Like, you don't know.
We might just like to eat food together.
Right? They might be cool for 3 weeks. They might be cool for 4 months, but, you're not the dude or whatever.
We
All
not
right,
together.
welcome to the chicken coop. A bunch
He's just bitter because he ain't had a blowjob. Look.
Listen, I had a blowjob. Well, okay.
He talking like he's a nigga or something. Because he is just bitter right now.
Listen, welcome to the chicken coop. There's a lot of cackling going on. But what I want to hear are the secret inner workings of how you guys use the good guy.
I don't. I really don't.
I have.
I really
There
don't.
we go.
Many
Miss Lips gonna
times.
tell the truth.
Oh my God.
I have listen.
Shelter and new cars, cash, purses, whatever. Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't.
Hell yeah. Because if
Look at Ashley.
I'm gonna tell you, because I'm an ex-savage and I ain't got nothing to
Savage
hide.
life.
I ain't
Okay.
mad at you.
Get your
I
shit,
really
girl.
I'm sorry. So I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, I never hurt nobody.
James
Shit, I
Broadway.
apologize every day for my wrongdoing.
DJ James Broadway is in the house right now from the label Records. James, are you listening to this? I know you can hear it.
Now I hear you.
Oh, you haven't heard anything that went down?
Pieces.
But
he
do
did
you
some good
hear
shit.
any truth in here?
About the savagery, I just heard that.
Oh, that was me.
Well, Miss Lips is a savage, bona fide.
Ex-savage, yeah.
Let's make sure Broadway is up because I want him to hear this conversation because I want to get Broadway's opinion on a few of these things. Listen, this is what we have to do right now. We're going to take another quick break. We're going to get Veronica in here because she told me earlier she has some heavy shit to weigh in on this. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will continue this conversation on the art of breaking up without breaking the person. Which do you think is the most hurtful gender when it comes to breaking up? Are women colder than men, or are men colder than women? I know some cold cats who have broken up with girls in the most savage way. Eek, I don't want to tell their stories, but Christ. I think I'm going to lean towards men. I'm going to say men are a little harder than women. But when women go Sith, dark side, when they get their Vader on, women, goddamn, might be evil. I'm just going to go with evil. All right, we'll be back in 2.2 seconds. Dash Radio, Hot Button Radio. When we come back, which is the worst? Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason has returned. Man, this is a tough topic. How do you tell your biggest mental, emotional, and financial life advocate it's over because the sex is horrible? Gosh, how do you get rid of that kind of person? Do you think you have to grow up and mature a little bit in order to say, okay, the sex ain't that important? Or is the sex always that important?
Yes.
Sex is
It's
always that
important.
important.
How do you
get that deep into it if the sex ain't that good?
You should been broke up
It's
with
a
him.
lot of motherfuckers.
I mean, I can admit
lot
I'd
of
put
bad
up with
pussy out
bullshit
here.
over good dick. Like, I've done that. I've never used the nice guy, but I've put up over some bullshit with some good dick. I have done that.
I
Yeah.
know Ashley has
There's a
used the
lot of
nice
nice
guy.
guys.
You can see it in her face.
Okay.
I think we all have. We live in Los Angeles.
Nobody asked for your
Oh,
crowd,
see,
your crew.
see?
We just talking about you.
Okay.
I think we all have. What kind of coalition? No, I'm just talking about you.
I vote for Ashley Banks.
Yeah, younger Ashley was a savage. I'm a good, peaceful woman now.
Okay.
But younger Ashley was, wasn't so nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you
A
go.
baby cougar. Okay, cool.
See, I know what it feels like to be betrayed and used. And I just, after I experienced it for myself, I was like, I'm not going to make no other human being feel that way. If I ain't fucking with you, I just ain't fucking with you.
I like
But
that.
the younger you was like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because,
I wish I was
like,
that nice.
for me, I was okay. I was one of them people that was always like about my studies and like all the boys was hitting on me. So like, it was like, all right, well, I got my little pics. If it's good, come holler at me. So I didn't have to deal with that. But once I liked someone and then found out they was around me for other purposes, it just felt so shitty that I was like, I ain't gonna do that to nobody else.
Miss Lips, tell us how many motherfuckers you've murdered and buried.
Damn.
You sound like she got people under her house.
0.
She does. The people
0.
under the stairs.
Nah. What?
You ain't used good guys. You just said you did.
I mean, we all use each other.
Okay.
We
Speak for
all
yourself.
use each other. Okay, for myself,
Thank
shit.
you.
Man, I don't pay rent.
Uh-oh.
She don't pay her
I'm
rent.
not mad
Who pay
at
your
that.
rent?
Man. But
I'm
you
not
know
mad at
what? My
Wait,
goal,
pay my rent.
Everybody be quiet. Here we go.
goal is to pay my man's rent for a year.
Okay, that's your goal. But how do you not pay your rent? Who you using?
I'm
What
not
good
using
man
anybody.
are you using?
I'm not using anybody. I manifest the man that I'm with now.
Okay. See, this
But
is...
who's paying that rent? That's
He's paying the rent. Shit.
Shit. Who
I'm
you
old
using?
school. I'm old school. I provide the food and the meals
And the yoni.
and the yoni.
I ain't mad
and
at
I
it.
clean up and I do this and I buy beer and I suck dick and I swallow and I
Oh,
keep a nice house home and I
She
get
doing
cussed
the
the
wife
fuck
shit.
out because it ain't cool and breezy. Shit, I get cussed the fuck out every day.
James Broadway, can you do me a favor, brother? I need you to pull up My Little Pony. Because we need to bring some sensibility to this conversation.
What's
Veronica
wrong with
Conway.
keeping it old school though?
I mean, I was just
Okay,
gonna say,
can
if he's
I
cool with
can I
it,
set up Veronica?
you gotta be my husband for all that.
Let me just set
Yeah.
up Veronica. Let me get Veronica.
I'm with you.
Ooh,
Veronica. Veronica, please.
Yeah,
Honey.
yeah.
Just come in here.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, please.
What in the hell is going on? I know you've been listening. Veronica Conway, creator of Black Mastery. Veronica,
Yes.
come on, speak some sensibility to this conversation, please.
I just think that, you know, the big mistake that we make in around relating is that we assume that because we have feelings and lust and attraction for a person means that we should be wound up with them. And they're actually two different things. Like if you can separate it and feel free to flow with whoever it is that you feel attraction and magnetism with, and understand that may be a different person than the person that you build with, that you create long-term whatever with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we would be a hell of a lot healthier because not everybody that we feel love and, you know, attraction and magnetism or even lust for are we meant to be interdependent with.
Right.
I love that.
Right.
I love that word.
So can you become codependent on someone you really don't want?
A lot of people do that. Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's called settling. It's called settling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called compromise. Right?
But I think
Because
everybody need each other though.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry,
specifically, the
Veronica.
dude that's helping you, do you really feel like he's that guy that you want to spend your life with, build with, and everything? Or are you just in a comfortable situation at work for right now?
Hell no. The nigga that I'm with is from Chicago, which I love.
What does that mean?
Right.
I mean,
is
you
he
love
the one?
him.
Is he,
Yes.
He's the one.
Yes.
He's
You
the
wanna
guy
marry
you're gonna
him?
build with.
Yes.
Okay, then that's totally different.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
'Cause if he
And
wasn't
he's
that
a Libra
guy-
like me.
If
I
he-
love that.
If he wasn't that guy, he was doing all of that, then, you know, that's a relationship of convenience. And that's
I think
codependency.
a lot of women are in a convenient relationship.
I think a lot of women do that. I think a lot of women find who they find and pick who they pick. And sometimes we fuck up and pick the wrong people. But sometimes we win.
We're not going to put this all on women, though. Men do it, too.
Of
They have a
course.
stable of women based upon their
Okay,
needs.
hold on. Let me do this again real quick, and then I'm gonna come back to Veronica. Let me just do this. The voice of reason is for women's perspectives. The So What Show is for men. Okay, so I'm going to put it on you because I want your opinion. Okay, and
Why are
if
you talking like that?
yes,
He sounds like a serial killer,
I
don't
know.
he?
I'm
sound
all next to
sexy
him.
as fuck right
no,
now.
that's
I
not.
had to get the Hannibal Lecter vibe.
Maybe
going
Miss
because-
Lips and Zoe need to sit next to
Right.
each other.
We can switch seats.
They both sound like they got bodies in their past.
Shit.
That's
I don't
funny.
know.
About time, goddammit. Anyway, but anyway, I really want to come back to it because to me, I think breaking up is something a lot of people, especially when they're in a relationship, they don't want to talk about it. Whether it's a good relationship, like when you see people in a good relationship, they're not planning for the breakup, right? They're not planning because they have this idealized, vision. Oh, we're gonna make it. right? We're going to make it. But I think when you're in a good relationship, you should talk about an exit plan. You should consider, like, if it does go bad, you know, this is how I want it to go bad.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
If it does, you know, run aground, this is how we should, you know, purport ourselves in that, you know, negotiation. A lot of times nobody sees it coming, and because they don't see it coming, it's a blind landing, and it turns into some scrum, it turns into some bullshit, and then friends become adversaries. It goes bad.
Yeah, I think men don't see it coming, but we women, we prep.
That's why I said y'all was liars.
We prep.
Fuck,
like,
you gonna see some shit coming and not say nothing.
We
you like the nigga in the scary movie.
Our intuition is much vibrant.
Every time you see the nigga in the scary movie, he see the demon coming before everybody else, and he be the first nigga running. He don't say nothing to nobody. He just leaves.
Okay, well,
that's y'all in relationship.
I think that women do bring things up to men, and men are just kind of like brushing it under the rug. And we try to give you little hints, like, we should talk about this. And if you're just not trying to talk back to me and have communication, then it's gonna break. But if I have a man like the man in my life now, where I communicate perfectly with him, we'll be together forever. But the moment someone's not on point, it's not gonna work out.
And you gotta understand, we can break up with a person and love them the next day. I mean, I
love
mean,
her life.
seriously, breakup sex is serious. I done had 2 babies by that shit. So
breakup sex, I gotta
those
be
was 2
careful.
different motherfuckers. So I'm just being honest. So break up with me and fuck me later, but just pull out, please. Just pull out.
I can't sign up for that life. I got priorities.
I can't sign up for
I
that
can't
life.
sign up for
That's
that life.
life. Maybe you need some adventure, Rana.
No. I like the sex that I'm having, and I just don't want to be bogged down with nobody. Like, I'm not all in if you ain't all in. I can't, it's about communication. If you halfway, I don't want to be all in full steam. Like, fuck that. No. I want to be able to go and do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I will only consider somebody's opinion if they're important to me.
I like that, Arana. I like that. Listen, we want to know what your opinion on the topic is. Are you struggling? You want to break up with this person. You know that there's no future. How many times have you women, with your intuition, been able to see that there is no future? But you're still with this person. You still holding on to the situation. For what? Huh? Why do you guys do that to yourself and then turn around and blame the dude? I just want to know.
Bragging
I
rights.
think you should ask people who's doing that.
Right, because I'm like, I can't relate. Okay,
Me neither.
where the
I
pony
chuck
music? Where the
deuces.
pony?
Oh my God.
So I know.
I'm 10 months divorced in the game. Bitch, this ain't working. Hit the button.
But that's what I'm saying. I know. Maybe you guys aren't doing it, right? But I know. Y'all know people who are your friends in your circle.
Definitely.
Yes. Speak to that experience.
Okay, well, they need some self-reflection time. You need to spend some time alone. Like, I'm all about spending time alone and finding me. And if this isn't working with my man and he's not communicating properly, then I'm just going to have to be 100 and break up with him. And it might hurt his feelings, but he hurt mine. Or something's not working, but it has to work for both of us. So why am I going to put myself in a situation that's going to hurt me in long term? Doesn't make any sense.
Relationships hurt, even friendships. I have friends I've been friends with for 20 years. And they could say something, I'd be like, fuck you, motherfucker. But
you're in love with that person. I mean,
no,
someone.
I'm just saying, like, we women, we have this bad. We need to start thinking like Big Mama. Let that shit go the next day.
Don't mention Big Mama.
I mean, well, we gotta start letting shit go. We hold on to bullshit. It is too short.
I have a question though. Are we talking about the man that we're in love with, we want to commit to? Or are we talking about dating and it's not working out, let's just break up with them? There's two different, because the man I'm with, I'm going to be like Miss Lips and work it out. But the man I'm just dating, if it's not working, I'm trying to find the man I'm trying to be with. So you got to go. Like, which man are we talking about?
Wait,
Well, what
I like
he was
that. We're
saying
talking about the
was
good person, though.
Yeah, if you was dating somebody and you see it's not working out, why do people hold on to them? And the answer to that is people just don't want to be by themselves. Some
like that.
people feel validation in, I have somebody. And I just want to say I have somebody. No, it's not working out, but he makes X amount and I make X amount. We look good together and I have somebody.
Say some more. Say some more about that.
Like it's just people some people stay in relationships longer than they should. They settle because they don't want to say that they're by themselves. They want to say that I have somebody. There's a lot of people whose marriages been hit the expiration date, but they don't want to go through the perceived humiliation, the perceived failure of a failed marriage, and so they stay in that to say I'm still married and we stuck it out. But it don't mean that it's
perception. I like that. Married to the perception.
But when you don't care what people think, and when you constantly live your life from a perspective of whose life is it anyway? Oh shit, it's mine. You do what you want to do.
Arana,
but marriage is a business. It's a business.
I agree with that.
You break that up. There's so many things you break up with that. That's a big shit thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to cut your losses even in business. If you got a stock, let's just talk about economics. If you got a stock that's not performing, you don't hold on to it just to hold on to it. Sometimes you got to cut it and cut that loss.
But you know what the African women do? The African women look for the next wife for their husband.
We went from business to African women.
No, I'm just saying.
African woman.
Different cultures.
Say which tribe? Shit.
Different cultures do different
I'm
things.
confused.
I'm just saying. Like, you don't. I just don't believe in just Xing that shit out. That's me.
I mean, you don't have to just, you're dead to me in those situations. It's not healthy to hold on to dead stuff, period. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's your skin follicles. I don't care if it's bad edges, all right? If it's dead, you got to cut it off and start over. Don't act like I ain't talking real shit. You got dead crops.
I like that.
You got to kill the dead crops so it don't make the rest of the garden bad. You can't just keep dead things in your life as though it's living.
Right.
Cut that shit out.
Veronica Conway, I like that. Arana, we got to get the My Little Pony music for Arana.
Okay.
She done stole your thunder, Veronica.
Never that. Veronica
Here we
too
go.
cold.
Wait, here we go.
Veronica too cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, our My Little Pony moment goes to Arana. Let's get that record playing.
I love this song.
My little pony, friendship is wonderful.
Why is this making me feel 7? Like this is.
This shit is dope.
Right, you're a
Veronica
little
got a
freaky ass.
voice
Shouldn't
on
even be
her.
dating nobody. You're listening to this shit.
Oh God.
Okay, we're back.
That was such a pedophile moment.
Veronica,
Yeah.
I see we have a caller real quick. Let me go to this caller, and then I'm going to come back to Veronica. Caller, you're on the line. Where are you calling from? What's your name? Speak on it.
Jack from Honolulu.
Jack from
What's up,
Honolulu.
Jack?
What up, Hawaii?
Hey.
What's going on?
What's happening, PM?
Oh, not much, man. Just out here living, trying to do the damn thing.
Right.
Hey, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, speak on it.
Okay. I think a real thing that people overlook is, like, take my situation for example. I'm a 33-year-old man, but I got married not fully knowing myself. And so that goes back to you have to know yourself, your partner has to know themselves, and you have to be on the same wavelength. So I'm not gonna say I'm in a situation, but I kind of am, to where I'm realizing who I am and where I've came from, but my partner is not on that wavelength. So it's like you can't really have that conversation. I think y'all talked about it last show, to where you have to stop compromising and be honest with each other, and kind of just walk through that fire and burn everything off.
Yep.
You can't have that conversation if your partner is not on the same wavelength, because they're so busy putting things into their life to better themselves. But I see it as distractions on not dealing with issues that they have.
So look, in my relationship dismount book, I talk about how couples understand, perceive, and file information at different rates. Just because you're together don't mean you learn the same lesson at the same time. Your partner may get it this year. You may get it 5 years from now.
That's true.
Just because you're together don't mean you learn together. It doesn't mean you understand together. You see what I'm saying? And one of the difficulties in relationships that causes conflict or may cause conflict is growing apart and how to recontextualize as you guys are shifting apart. You may start the relationship here, but then as you both grow and learn from what's happening in the relationship, you guys might begin to drift apart. And when you drift apart, there is a natural recontextualization that has to happen. Like, who are we now? We're different than who we were when we started this movement. Who are we now? And a lot of times, like Arana said earlier, people are devoted to the perception of the relationship. Like my girl Miss Lips pointed out, people see it as, damn, I'm in a marriage. It's gonna cost too much to leave, or leaving the situation is like bankrupting a business. Then when you throw the other layer on, damn, we got kids. Yep. Ooh, so if you notice the divorce rate, there are a lot of people who are still together because they're gonna lose too much if they break up.
Yeah.
And don't let it be a church family. Ooh, that's the worst.
Oh, man. Jack from Hawaii, man. Great call, man. We appreciate you calling from the island, my friend.
Hey, I got some additional real quick, if you don't mind.
Speak on it.
Hey.
Now, all that being said, I have a question because I've heard of this before. If there is a substantial age difference, do you think that would be also an issue? Because the way I see that is, if I'm younger, trying to catch up to her age, once I'm at her age and in her life stage, she's moved on from that life stage. So do you see that as an issue as well?
Well, let me deal with this. Fuck age. Deal with maturity. Because you got a lot of immature old people.
Yeah.
Can you just? Hey, we're gonna mute you real quick, caller, just for a second, because there's some feedback on your line. But we're just gonna mute you. You stay on the line though. But I'm just saying, there are a lot of mature young people, right? I'm a firm believer in old, ancient souls and new souls, right? So when you talking about trying to catch up, you can never catch up to a person's age. If they're older than you, they're just older than you. But just because a person is older than you doesn't necessarily mean that they've had a lot of life experience either.
Right.
So I know some 50-year-old niggas who ain't never went to New York. They only been in LA.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So you can meet a 32-year-old who been all over the world.
Exactly.
So they got a different perspective on life and on relationship. If you go to another country and see how they interface intimately, you have now a different perspective. This is what I talk about all the time with regards to perspective. The more perspectives you have in your relationship, the more flexible the belief systems are in that relationship.
Amen. I agree with that.
So, listen,
I agree with that.
A diamond can't be brilliant unless it's multifaceted.
That's true.
And the facets are perspectives. So again, you know, when you talk about catching up and all of that, listen, you know if you're outpacing somebody in terms of experience, in terms of maturity, you know.
Right.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So if you find yourself in a situation like that, caller, and you know, like, I'm outpacing this person or this person's outpacing me, you gonna hit a fucking bump in the road trying to catch them or trying to catch them up.
Or keep them.
Right. That's the bump in the road. Caller, you still there?
Oh, yeah. I'm still, I'm a sponge. I'm listening to everything.
Arana?
Did you get divorced or you still married?
I don't know. We're still married. We got 5 years together, so.
Oh, okay. I was in your situation 3 years ago, and I went ahead and went for the divorce. And here's why. I mean, I just have this firm belief that in life, everything is a lesson, and we're here to learn as much as possible and grow as much as possible. You don't start out in life and relationships knowing everything. You just don't. And it takes certain situations to let you know who you really are, what your boundaries really are, and what you really want out of life. And that's going to be different at age 23 than what it is at age 43.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So the standards of which you base that marriage on really aren't your real standards.
Ooh, say more. Go deeper.
It's not your real standards. Like, because if you don't allow yourself to go through it and learn about you, your person, and what you really require in a relationship, in a marriage, you're not gonna really know. If you haven't tested those limits out in a dating situation, when the training wheels get taken off and you're like thrust into a marriage, then you start having all of these realizations like, oh, if I could do this over, I would have did this and this and this and this. Well, it's unfair to you and that person to even have that going on, because that means that your process is different and y'all not working together. So sometimes you just got to nip that in the bud, start over, remember everything about that relationship that wasn't to your liking, and in a real way, so that for the next person, for the next experience, you can be completely fulfilled and they can too. Yeah, but if you're basing it upon old standards, you really just,
who's the asshole and who's the stubborn one? That's the question. I mean, like seriously, who is the asshole in the relationship and who's the stubborn one?
I believe that's a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah,
That's
good. What?
I mean, seriously, like it's so hard to try to get on one accord these days through communication.
I think they just hit a stalemate, really.
I mean, jazz it up.
Watch this, and then I'm gonna throw it to Veronica. Let's go back.
Amen.
Watch this.
Praise him.
Relationships are not always about getting.
Agreed.
True.
And then when you start to understand what getting is really about, it's not always about getting material things. Like the things that you get from a relationship that are the most valuable have to do with your soul.
Exactly.
Like soul lessons.
Exactly. Yes.
Right?
Yes. It enriches you.
Some shit that really enriches your soul. Like, we got people out here right now who think in a failed relationship, right, is, well, okay, this shit didn't work out, but I was able to use this particular person because they got my credit better. So I was able to walk away from a situation where, boom, I got that out of it. So that really was a cool situation.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many times do people walk away from situations and get something that enriches their understanding of themselves? That's when a breakup is successful. If you break up and you didn't get that, that breakup was not successful.
So we all in relationships, basically?
You motherfucking right. Caller
Jack.
Jack.
Relationships.
Exactly. Caller Jack, you got a final thought before I dump you?
That was harsh.
Right?
I'm sorry.
Just treat him like a streetwalker, why don't you?
Hey, he's surrounded by water. He's in trouble anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
My thing is the most important thing I think in life, and this is just me reading a book called Conversations with God. That
Great
kind of
book.
started my whole self-discovery thing. Is, to me, the most important thing are experiences and relationships with everyone around you. So that's what I've been kind of, on this whole thing of challenging all institutional things, medicine, church, religion, everything, and kind of just finding myself and me doing it at this time. Now I have this, don't get me wrong, she's an amazing woman. I mean, an amazing woman. But it's like we're not on the same wavelength.
Let's drill down on this. Let's drill down on this. You see yourself as more evolved than her?
Right now, mentally, well, no, I'm not going to say mentally. Spiritually, yes.
So what attracted you to her in the first place, if that's the case?
Like I said, I didn't know myself at the time. So what attracted me to her was I dealt with a lot of women, and my thing was I was, like a 1, 2, 3 and done. And she was literally the first woman that I did not feel like that. Like, if I saw myself, I was like, if we could make this work, I'm cool with that. I didn't see myself running off like I did before. Like, I tell her she was my first real relationship.
So do you see how valuable she is to you? How you can't say you're more evolved spiritually than her? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Just by your definition or your description of what drew you guys together, do you not see that she is your spiritual equal?
And can I ask you a question real quick? Is it any homegirls on the side that you talk to?
Oh shit, here we go.
Any exes?
So crazy.
No, I'm serious because
He's not going to admit that on the air.
Well, I mean,
I love her.
Shit. They on an island.
Don't
She
answer
can hear
that.
this
Don't
shit.
answer that.
Right. Don't
Because
not plead the
men-
fifth.
I'm gonna tell you,
I can
women
answer
can
this without putting myself in jeopardy.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've told her that it's no good. Like if I feel like I can communicate with lady friends around me instead of her, because I feel like our communication is stifled, like she'll shut me down, I'm like, that's not good. Like we have to talk. Like we have to talk. That's the only way we can. That's a starting point for resolving things. I think a lot of times, and this is just not in my relationship, but just, people I've talked to, there's a lot of things, especially in our community, that we'll just we'll leave it unresolved. We'll sweep it under the rug, move on to the next day, act like everything's good. No, that issue did not go away. That negative energy did not go away. It just transferred into your soul because it's in hiding. And it's going to come back up even greater when you don't resolve things.
I want to say this. I'm sorry. Where you finna? I'm sorry. You get on down.
No, you go ahead.
I just want to say, I heard something totally different than what Zoe said, than what Zoe got from it when you described her. To me, what you just said was you had very low expectations of relationships before her, because you were just in it to win it, 1, 2, done, hit it, quit it, blah, blah, blah. And when she came along, she presented a little bit more beneath the surface where you were like, wow, this is pretty cool. So if I can tolerate this, then she's the one. That's what I heard. I heard like you had low standards of what you wanted from a relationship, of what you felt interpersonal relationships was about. And the first person that showed you a little something above your standards, you sat and made a permanent decision with them.
Right.
I still don't feel like she could be your equivalent if that's the way you feel now.
Well, I think that's a fair assessment. But I'm of the belief that you get what you are. I'm of that belief.
But that's who he was then.
But, right. But again, there's something happening in relationship all the time.
Shifts.
Whether you know it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, there's shifts. There's spiritual shifts, mental shifts, emotional shifts, and there's growing all the time. So I believe at the level you were at, because I just don't believe you take off and you leave your partner in the dust. I believe they get what they're supposed to get at that time and you get what you're supposed to get. Now, it might be in different quantities. It might be at different times, different moments, but I still believe you both get something and there's an evolution as you guys grow. As long as you guys are together, there's an evolution. Now, who she is today, right, is not your responsibility. This is what a lot of couples mix up. Sometimes you will feel like it's my job to help my partner grow. It's really not, right? It's like it's not your job to do your kids' homework. It's not your job to do your relationship partner's homework, because there's homework in relationship, and it all has to do with self-observation, right? So if you feel like you've evolved past her, most relationship scientists or sociologists will say people who are attracted to each other are either 1 or 2 ticks below each other in evolution, in terms of experience, in terms of education, right? Or 1 or 2 ticks above. So relatively speaking, they're in the same space. They're in the same, one isn't that much better or that much worse. So when I say they're, equal to each other, there's no way he could have recognized her if they weren't compatible at some level. Right. On the quantum level, they call it quantum entanglement. So there's no way he couldn't be some type of opposite polarization to this woman.
It seemed like he shifted, and as soon as he got whatever he got from whatever he did, he just caught another batch of fish attention.
Wow.
And that's just simple.
Another batch of fish.
I just think we are where we are in the season that we're in. And when the season changes, just like people are in your life for a reason, a season or a lifetime, when the season changes and you see that everything is not the same, then you go, oh, it's because that person was seasonal. Yeah, they were meant to mix. They were meant to meet. They were meant to rendezvous.
I like that.
There was something that she had to offer him to show him what he was capable of and vice versa. But I think they did that and that time has passed, and now he's stuck in the season that he's in.
He just literally peed on her.
Okay, I wouldn't say that, but you know, we can take the urine out. But
where are we? Bizarro world.
But I'm just, and I don't want to speak for you, Jack, but I'm what I'm sensing, what I'm getting, and what I'm hearing, especially as somebody who went there and been there. It's just that season has passed. They did the rendezvous. They got what they were supposed to get.
I agree with you 100%.
I
agree with you 100%. Here's another facet.
Knowledge expands us.
I love that. I love exactly what you just said, 100%. But here's another facet. You know, you can't really know what your partner knows. And a lot of times when we sitting in Jack's position, we'll say they don't get it. They're not evolved. Well, you can't really know that directly. That's your subjective observation of them. This is why relationships are riddled with blaming, right? It's hard for people to be culpable and responsible for the creation of whatever discourse is happening in the relationship. It's hard because it's easier to go, you did that. And if you would have did this, you're not growing. And a lot of times what you say your partner is really just a reflection of you.
I like it. I'm going to follow it up with this. That is very true.
I like this shit.
Go
ahead.
But what also is true is sometimes you have to admit that a mistake has been made and there's not progress being made. I grew up in a household of parents that argued with each other every week like clockwork. There was no love there, but it was 4 of us, 4 kids.
Wait a minute.
And so, wait.
Wait, you saying something big. I want you to highlight something real quick.
What?
Progress.
Is my mic on? Hello?
Yeah, it
okay,
is.
amen,
It
praise him. No, that's what I'm saying. If there's no progress being made, then there has to be some type of place that you get to a point where you go, this is not conducive anymore for either one of us. There's more love in the world for you and for me. And right now, we're not experiencing it because we're keeping each other captive.
This is Beans and Greens. Go deeper.
That's the statement. There's more love for us out there. But right now, you're not experiencing it. I'm not experiencing it because we found ourselves in this situation based off of decisions we made at a time when we were in a place where we mutually met. We thought this would be good. We thought this was what we wanted. Now we're here. We've got it together. And I hate you. You hate me. We're trying to work it out, but it's not working. And guess what was the result of that after 26 years still? A divorce. But if they were more honest with themselves earlier, they wouldn't have grown up with 4 kids that watch their parents hate each other and are affected by it.
That sounds like a sacrifice.
Can I get in on this?
Get in on this, Veronica.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Arana. She's just taking over.
She's good today.
I love it, though. It's good. Today, yeah. Shit, she must be in her Mercury. Okay, go ahead, Veronica.
Okay.
Hell no.
So what happened and what the caller is describing and what Arana is describing is that we don't make truth and reality the thing that's most important. We make expectations the things that are most important.
Come on, Veronica. Spit it, girl.
So if we start honest and we are wide-eyed, open-eyed about truth and reality, the truth and reality of who we are individually, the truth of who we are in terms of our relationship, of our environment, of what we want to create, then and we stay awake to that, then there's no room to have an expectation because if something shifts, if I outpace you, outgrow you.
Outpace you.
Outpacing and if we talk about outpacing and outgrowing, what you're really saying is that person's vibration is raising. And when a person's vibration is raising, they tend to go out of, what do they call it? It's like you almost
dimension,
leave each other's frequency fences, leave each other's frequency.
Right.
And so, but if we are not in some expectation that we have to stay because somebody has shifted, if we're just present to the reality, oh, you've changed and you've grown and you're outpacing. And if we're present to the truth and reality of that, then there is no pain and suffering, right? Because all of the suffering comes from expecting things to remain the same when they're clearly not. Because we'd rather expect than deal with reality.
So Veronica just told us that most of us are in relationships with our expectations and not people. In the relationship dismount, it says, don't date your ideas.
True.
Yes.
True.
Ooh.
But we also have
bars.
to be Harriet Tubman too in relationships.
Oh my God, what you about to say?
Let my people go.
Shit.
I'm
With
serious.
the Underground Railroad relationships?
We gotta get on a fourth dimension, and then go back to the third and second to go get our people. Because I'm telling you, no, seriously, we have to go back. You growth. You create growth. You grow. You get on another level. Then you leave people behind.
So I want you to repeat what you just said so I can shout that out on Instagram. I'm making that out right now.
That's a
Don't
chapter.
date our ideas. Say that again. Give me that
That's
one more time.
you
should
gotta get
never
the book.
date your ideas. You should always date a real person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't date your ideals.
Right? And Veronica, man, she hits it hard. And a lot of times, that's what makes the breakup so difficult. Because we'll see the end or the death of an expectation in the breakup. If I break up with this person, I ain't gonna get what I've been expecting. Ooh,
Right.
shit.
That's the whole thing about. In other words, if I've been in a situation with a man, it is not. By the time it is time for us to part ways, it is not a mystery because I've been in honest, forthright communication about real time, real live, what's working, what's not working, right? And again, this is about we talk about a relationship that's going to build, and so when you're talking about building with somebody, I think both people have to get butt naked honest about whether they're going to do what it takes. What it takes. Whatever you decide that it takes to be in the relationship, you got to be honest about whether you're willing to do that. It's not. It's cool.
Okay.
Like, it's cool. Just be honest about that.
All right, shit. We got to take a break. People need to come up for air. Shit. We smack motherfuckers in the mouth. This is what I was looking for.
Get your life.
Yeah.
So many bars.
Okay, I'm just yelling. Okay, cool. DJ Broadway is in the building. Label Records.
Mwah.
My man is here killing it.
Yes.
Turn his mic on. I want to hear from him real quick. James Broadway, how can people connect with you, bruh? I've been getting a lot of Twitter responses talking about you killing on the mix. Speak on it, Pam.
Get at me, thelabelrecords.com, The Label Records through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just tap in the Label Records out of Los Angeles. You can catch me, Jay Broadzilla, at Instagram, and also you can catch me here on the Zoe What Show.
Hey, this is the voice of reason, Pimp.
The voice of reason.
Yes, there we go. Because the Zoe What Show is the male show.
You're such a jack of all trades, man. It's just confusing. You know?
Hey, so Jim, let me ask you. You've been listening to the women blabber. No, they own one today. They really killing the game today.
They really are, man. I mean, I'm sitting over here just kind of like I'm just seeing every little aspect of this, and you know, what about the guy that you're talking about how they break up, how you break up with someone,
Right. The good guy.
I've
The guy
seen
they use all the time.
and that cuts both ways.
The guy they haven't talked about really. Okay, cool. Finish what you were saying, James.
No
Shade.
Like,
He just gonna throw some shade.
What about the relationships that happen? Like, you know, it's a pretty good thing, or you think it's a good thing, but you guys can't get it together. Then you break up. You go to different situations, and you think to yourself, "Fuck,
I blew
should've
it.
Just stayed with that one."
Yep.
I should
Happens a
have
lot.
stayed with Charlie.
Regret.
Now I'm over here with Roscoe,
And that bitch could be
hiding
worse
in the
than
closet.
that.
It happens.
And then you both go on. Though I've seen it where they both go on and literally just settle.
Wow.
That sucks.
That's
You know
sad.
what? We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, let's talk about progress being the problem in relationships, causing breakups. A lot of you motherfuckers think progress and the lack thereof is the reason the relationship ain't working. We'll be back to deal with that shit. Hot Button Radio. DJ Broadway.
And every other minute they want to buy the Zay. And every third minute he want a box of bourbons. I don't know.
I don't
That
know
was a
what-
Foxy Brown song.
Yeah, I
Players
don't,
every other minute. What?
I don't really know what's
And every
happening
third minute.
I
right now.
remember that song.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of Reason.
I know, Veronica.
Want to know if the
just-
first rented? Okay, I'm
yeah,
done.
she's-
I'm sorry.
The music has turned her way up.
It was so good.
Yes.
A little
Yes.
higher
Thank you,
than-
Shout out to our DJ,
Broadway.
man.
Yes.
Come on,
DJ
Broadway.
Broadway.
Come through, Broadway.
I know.
My man.
Pull it out.
That's the childhood homie.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something. Broadway's a couple years older than me. This is when I knew Broadway was a real nigga. I'm at Pasadena High School. Zoe's story time. I'm at Pasadena High School. Right? And I'm a freshman in high school. School get out 3:16, 3:10, 3:15, somewhere around there. I'm walking out of the gym, 6th period gym, varsity basketball, freshman style. I see Broadway and the homeboy Reese, child actor, looking like Rodney Allen Skippy, right? These two niggas is in full leather with the ninjas. Remember the ninja motorcycles? I'm like, ain't you niggas supposed to be in school? When I tell you this nigga was balling out of control, like, what kind of bullshit is you into, nigga? I got on some old pro kids. This nigga is in all leather.
Okay. He
Got
was
that
the
paid in
man.
full money.
Did he end his sentences with,
He was getting that crack rock money.
Some pictures.
I was like, what kind of shit? This nigga is moving way faster than the rest of us high schoolers.
He had the delirious outfit on.
No, he did have on Eddie Murphy delirious leathers.
Hilarious. Did you have the ring on top of the leather glove too?
All tight.
Was you
and
living
shit.
your life like that?
But what was crazy was, come to find out, we gonna take this caller too. What was crazy, let's get him on right now. What was crazy was, he was DJing back then.
Wow.
Get your money.
I promise you, he was
Okay.
DJing
Youngin.
back then. And then when I turned, let me see, Broadway, when did we made my first record senior year.
Yeah.
It was senior year.
Was that 1980s?
That's 89.
88?
That's 89 for me.
1989. Another. I can't stop.
We made
I'm
a record.
Crazy.
This shit was crazy. B-Way, man, this dude go back, man. We go back, man, like Cadillacs.
Kobe and Shaq.
For real.
Aw,
That's my dude.
dude.
That's awesome.
That was heartwarming, guys.
Okay,
So-
be quiet. Turn off their mics.
He know all your dirt.
I love hearing a good bromance story.
Jesus.
He know all your dirt, so.
Heartwarming.
It was.
Heartwarming.
These women are evil.
Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet. So you're so.
If only Twinkle Twinkle Little Star could have been playing in the background, that would have made it complete.
These are professional niggers. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'd rather be a professional nigga than a part-time one, huh?
Amen.
I don't know where I was going with that,
Yeah,
but I said it with
okay.
conviction,
She did.
I don't know,
and
I'm a
therefore I
queen.
win.
And that's why I said amen.
And bombs are boomerangs now. Okay, cool. All right, let's get the caller in. Where are you calling from? Speak on it.
Oh, no, it's Jack again from Honolulu.
Oh,
I
Jesus,
dropped
Jack.
off the line.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Jack,
know.
you
What
staying
up,
in
Jack?
that
What up?
pussy. I'm playing.
See, this is
I
his
wanted
life.
to-
That's like the relationship. I'm back again. We could have, you could have just.
I thought we fixed your problem, Jack.
Come twice.
No, I just wanted to
Like,
thank all of y'all for all your wonderful words of wisdom, and I appreciate everything y'all are doing for the community.
Aw,
So
Jack is
that is-
sweet
you,
too.
Jack, I take my comment back. That was
I
lovely.
need Christmas
Much
presents for my
appreciated.
kids.
So-
Hey, Jack, thanks, man. We appreciate it, man. Happy holidays. Thanks,
Jack,
Jack.
just-
Thank you,
Caller.
Jack.
Thank you.
Caller, where you calling from? You're on the line. Voice of reason. Speak on it.
What up, man? It's Hustle from Miami.
Hustle,
Hustle.
from Miami.
Oh, hey, Hustle. I miss you. This is Arana.
Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, finally got a thing there. What's up, Rana? And good to see y'all back. man.
Hustle.
What up, Hustle? Speak on it, man.
Hey, so this topic is near and dear to my heart right now because I'm kind of going through a rough spot,
Oh, shit.
you know. But I kind of subscribe to the idea of what you were saying earlier about sometimes you should really take a step back instead of just blowing it all up and moving forward, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which ain't always the easiest thing to do. So we're kind of going through a rediscovery stage. At least that's what I call it, you know. And I think one of the most important things for a person to understand, it's not even just in relationships. One of the most important things that a person could learn to do is say thank you and sorry.
Yes.
Ain't nobody gonna say no goddamn
And
sorry.
That's
also
a mature
cheat.
man.
When you cheat on your partner, things get better also
No.
in the universe. It does.
What kind
Yeah,
of
I
shit?
don't know if I could go with that one. I'm more of a just telling what's going on
Hey,
kind
man,
of thing, and if you really want to be about that.
Hey, listen, I love Miss Lips.
I love her
Miss
too.
Lips,
She crazy.
Say that shit again.
I say cheat. I mean, you just talking about Insecure. Do you know that part when she dipped off with her man now? When she got that dick in that damn studio with the music and shit.
Okay, I thought it was going somewhere.
okay.
Never mind.
See, that was
Okay,
like
cool.
that's like when you
All
got
right,
the
we're cool.
pirates on
No,
the boat
'cause no,
and they
that-
make you walk the plank.
That actually, no.
I thought
that
this was
actually
good. Hold on,
told
Miss
a
Liz.
story of her.
Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And now we're down the rabbit hole. All right, Hustle. You want to wrap it up? Yeah, wrap it up, Hustle.
Okay. Yeah, so just actually to touch on what she just said, I mean, accountability is one of the things. And if you ain't willing to be honest and accountable about what you're doing out in the streets, then you're really doing yourself a disservice and you're doing a disservice to the person you with. So I don't subscribe to cheating. I just say if you want to be with more than one person, then everybody involved should be aware. That's all.
No, I can smoke a bag of that. Good looking, Hustle. We always appreciate your call. Miami in the building because of Hustle.
Yeah.
If you want to bring your city into the building, all you got to do is call us at 323-230-44. 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the line. Where are you calling from? What's your name, PM? Oh, okay.
Dalton.
Okay.
My name is Dalton.
Listen, right now, we're in the Starship Enterprise without a manual. Okay, so we don't know how to fly the ship, but we'll figure it out. Callers, get to us, 323-230. Uh-oh, we might be there. All right. 4610. Caller, you're on the air live. Speak on it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up, man?
Hey, I just talked to the show. Can't tell you so, man.
We can't hear you. Can you speak a little up?
A little up.
Again?
You didn't want to say louder at all.
No.
Can you speak
say
a little up?
Chicago.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
One more time.
Speak a little up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Verizon.
Okay.
Right.
Yes,
Hey,
we
what's
got
going
you.
on? I'm going to say this, man.
I'ma say this? Oh,
Yeah,
what's up, caller?
Wow.
What's happening?
What's
Yeah,
up?
what's happening, man? I'm enjoying the show, man. I miss you guys, man. And though you can tell your stories anytime, man, I enjoy the stories, man.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, brother. I'ma say this. Legendary voice of reason caller. As famous as Miss Lips. God damn.
Thank you, boo.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
It's a pleasure to hear from you, though.
Oh, yeah, you guys too, man. I promise I miss you guys. Like, you know, I equate the boss of reason being like one of my ladies that I had, and she just left without a trace. I'm like, where did she go? You know, where my bitch at? You know, but anyway, man.
Damn.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I wanted to chime in on the. I know you said you was going to step into the progression things about relationships. You know, I really don't even know what the subject of the show is. You know, could you frame it? I mean, do something.
Come on.
Help him, please.
This is, I'ma say this. This is what he does. He calls in.
And
He
that's what
talks
the
a
question of
gang
the
of
show is.
shit and be like, I'm just fucking with y'all because I love y'all. What y'all talking about today?
That's like going to a restaurant, like, I'm ready to eat. What y'all got? The menu.
Hey.
He faithful, though.
I caught the middle of the show.
Hilarious.
I'm sorry.
We love you, I'ma say this. You know
It's
that.
cool.
We just talking about
Yeah,
how
that's
difficult
what's
it
up, man.
is. We're just talking about how difficult it is to break up with somebody you really like. A friend.
Oh,
You know,
Right.
someone that maybe should have stayed your friend as opposed to becoming an intimate partner. But now that you're intimate partners with them, how do you get out of it without breaking them?
and then breaking the friendship that you had before then.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's deep. I've never really done. I've never really.
He late, but
You know, I've never really had a friend that was a girl like that. So, you know, either you were my cousin or you were somebody I was smashing. You know, I didn't do the girlfriend thing, like, what's up, oh, Rana? I'm going to be like, hey, why don't you gonna let me hit?
Okay.
that's 90% of men, though, what he's saying.
It mean his dick
No,
is strong.
I know a lot of men that will say that to me.
Have
I ain't trying to be your
done that,
friend.
And they,
Yep.
they,
I'm not.
They
Oh, my God.
dread the fact that they actually crossed that barrier. I know a friend that done that, and he hurts about it all the time, man, because they had such a bond, you know, with one another. But I guess that's how I avoided that situation. So, like I said, man, ain't even have no. Well, now I can be a friend to a lady.
Okay.
Like that, a plutonic friend. Now
That's
I possibly
good.
can do that, but I
plutonic.
I haven't dealt with that. Yeah, plutonic.
Yeah, she's still gonna have to pull her panties to the side, right?
That's his friend,
shit.
girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen. I can't do both of y'all.
I don't got.
It's either got to be Miss Lips or I'm gonna say this. It can't be both of y'all because
I'm being good. I'm not stationary. I'm being good. I haven't said nothing out of the way yet, have I?
No, you haven't. Hey, brother, let me just say this, man. I appreciate you for reaching out, man. You my guy. We back. We gonna be on 3 nights a week starting in the new year. Hey, I want to hear from y'all. All right.
Indeed, man. I love you guys too, man. You're my big brother forever, right? Aren't you?
All right, brother. We gonna talk to you
Love
in a
you
bit.
too. Have a happy holiday, honey.
All right, peace.
Hey,
Hey, hi, Veronica.
can I say something here?
Of course.
Can we just start with a fundamental proposition, which is that
If you would
just
let
because
me.
you can do love and affinity doesn't mean that you can do life together. Right? Love, affinity, attraction, those are and the energy that we feel with people may or may not be a qualification for doing life together. Right? And so we presume that because we have love and affinity with one another, that means that we should be building a life together. And if we could get freer in our own minds about the difference, then people wouldn't find themselves in such a jam all the time. Right? Because right now we're presuming that because you do love and affinity and attraction and magnetism and lust, that means you should be building a life together, and it's not necessarily so.
So, you're absolutely right, Veronica, and I'm glad. Gosh, callers are calling in now. They're getting in.
Good.
I love
I'm
that.
glad Veronica hit
Yeah.
that though, because I want to get back to my progress question. Caller, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it. You're in the voice of reason.
What's up, Zoe? My name is Keanon. I'm from Bronx, New York.
Bronx, New York. What
New
up,
York,
son?
baby. Mwah.
Birth the hip hop kid.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love
Okay.
New
Word
York.
up, Dunny.
Tim's, baby,
What's up, everybody?
Tim's.
Zoe, man, I've been a fan of you for a while now. I'm a young dude. I'm 23, so I just want to say thank you for, giving an example for young dudes like a path to goes out the street and all of that good stuff. So just want to give a shout out to you
Hey,
first and
man.
foremost.
Much respect, fam. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, man. But to your topic, there's this movie on Netflix. It's called The Adulterers, right? And it's a horror flick for cheating. Like, if you're thinking about cheating, you gotta watch this movie. This white dude walks in on his wife smashing this black dude, right? And he goes in the room with 2 guns.
I saw that.
Adulterers?
I heard of it.
Let me write this
I really
down.
heard of
I'm
it.
gonna write that.
Got
these
Watch
niggas
that shit in
doing
my
that
car.
tonight.
They in
And
here
they
doing
switch
research.
places.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta watch. And it just shows people never think about getting caught, but you need to think about it because, in court you can get off from a temporary insanity. Even the court recognizes that you can get so emotional that you can do something that's out of your character. So my message out there is, before you cheat, just think about everything that can go wrong because it probably will.
Wow.
I like that.
He's a smart young
I can smoke
dude.
a bag of that.
Yes.
Okay,
get
23.
your
If I
life,
smoked.
I know. Jordan,
Yeah.
23.
I'll smoke it for you.
boo. Jordan, do you have a woman or two?
Oh, I was just saying Jordan
No,
because he
no.
was 23.
Oh, okay.
He's from the Bronx. That's
New
not his
York.
name.
Jordan.
New York.
Jordan, steer clear.
Yeah.
New York, do you have a woman or two?
Is you trying to pay her rent though?
Nah, you ain't.
No.
Okay,
I'm
see,
young
just
guy.
keep it
I'm
going.
just out here
No,
putting it together.
Get it clear.
Hey, man, we appreciate the call. Thank you for reaching out. You brought New York into the building. If you want to bring your city into the building, all you got to do is hit us at 323-230-4610. Thank you for the call. Listen, let's go back to it real quick while we got a little time. Yeah, wait, turn that beat up real quick.
Hey,
Fucking James Broadway, man. Turn that up. Let me get a piece of that.
right away got the beat.
He been making beats for years. Slappers. This beat's about 40 years old. No, I'm just...
That sounds crazy.
This nigga made this shit when he was 12. Way more talented than Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Nah, he makes beats though. And this beat is old. Tell the truth, James. How old is this beat?
It's old as hell.
Just tell the truth. Like 10, 15?
Yeah, about at least 15 years.
About 15 years old. Because I've heard it like 15 years ago. Like, who gonna rap on that?
No one.
Remember we gave it to Cool Mo D?
Yeah.
And he loved it, but he didn't rap on it.
I'm not gonna say nothing right now, because I want to.
I know you do. It's fine.
Are you selling it?
He sells everything.
Let's go.
Blow the dust off it. Let's slang it.
Slappers. Hey. So let me get back to it. Veronica brings up great points, and I want to throw this out there. I'm going to start with Veronica, and I want to get it from everybody. How does the pursuit of progress fuck up our relationships? A lot of times, I hear the concept of building. But to me, building, progress, and unrealistic expectations go hand in fucking hand. I'd like to know. I'd just like to know. Because a lot of relationships end on some bullshit because a particular benchmark wasn't hit. I'm framing it. We live in a capitalistic society, which makes us inherently opportunistic.
True.
And we fuck off good people because they couldn't meet expectations of growth and of progress. How is it, or how is our definition of relationship progress potentially problematic? Veronica?
Well, yes. Can I answer that? Yes.
Well, of
because
course.
here's the thing. So
Your name is Veronica.
So here's the thing.
She gonna punch you one day.
We're not
One day.
different people serve different needs and purposes in our life. And that's okay. Like, some people are meant to serve a love purpose. Some people we're meant to build with. Some people, I've partnered with men that we were on the same page about building. Like, I'm building multi-million-dollar companies and building institutions that serve the Black planet. So not everybody is going to want to be on board and do what it takes to build that. And so what I've had to learn the hard way is not to disqualify someone as a human being because they're not up for that game. It's just that when I'm partnering with people around that game, I'm discerning about whether or not they can play that game.
I love Veronica. Sorry, go ahead.
So with them, then you build that. And that may not be the person, like men that I've had that were really well matched in that regard, haven't necessarily been able to fulfill the love space. So rather than, again, we always want to put all of our eggs in the basket of one person and expect them to meet all of our needs. But if we were to be more fluid about and just be in the truth and reality of what the needs are, then it doesn't have to be all crunched up like that. Like, this person fulfills that need and this person fulfills that need. And in a sane society, that would be okay.
It's perfectly okay.
Wow. So you're basically an advocate for non-monogamous partnerships?
I mean, I've been in monogamous relationships. I've been in non-monogamous relationships. It's not whether I'm about monogamy or not. I'm about reality or not.
I like it. Say more. Go deeper.
Either you're answering to the reality and the truth of the matter without expectation, because expectation clouds your ability to see the truth.
I feel like we in church
I
right now.
love it.
Oh, shit. Play some
Veronica
gospel.
church.
I know Veronica need a book.
Well,
I'm saying.
I'm with it. I mean,
I'ma
just
buy
like
it.
different food serves different purposes. They all
Yeah.
are
Right.
valid, but they're just valid in their lane.
But you still got to open up your mouth to eat it. So it's still
I
a
like
source.
that. I like that philosophy.
And it got to come out one whole, just for you.
That's a T-shirt. Open up your mouth and eat it.
And let it come out one whole.
Yes.
that's on the back.
Just open up your mouth and eat it.
Jules from...
And then you can create
From
bubbles in that
Miss
hole.
Baby Jesus, help, baby Jesus.
Oh my God, we need to repent.
Open up your mouth and eat it and let it come out another hole.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Where is baby
Maybe that's on the
Jesus
back
right
of the
now?
T-shirt.
We need him.
That means your relationship is good when you can eat it and let it come out your hole.
That's right.
We should let Veronica talk again. We is getting crazy.
I mean, different. Like I said, people are in your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime. We hear that all the time. But just like with that saying, it's so true. But because we water it down, just like we water down, I love you. People don't really take the time to consider and, like Veronica said, have a spirit of discernment of what is this person's purpose for real. Like, are they just here to teach me a lesson, which can totally be valid? Are they here to build, which can be valid if they're there to do that? Or are they just passing through? I'm just here to observe, not necessarily give nor take, just observe and keep it moving.
And everyone's not necessarily supposed to be your lover, your man.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're supposed to do business. Sometimes they're supposed to be a spiritual person that's just your homie. Sometimes it's just someone that
A
you...
spiritual homie
We go to the
wants
gym together.
fuck.
No. I don't mean like a spiritual homie.
I'm
I
just
just
letting
mean
you
like,
know.
That's true.
you like to talk about real life shit that I can't talk about.
Okay, cool.
You know, that type of shit.
A gossip guy. Because a
gonna
spiritual
find
nigga wants to fuck.
Okay.
I
Let's just
don't
be
mean
clear.
like my spiritual partner. Like I have people that like we talk about the fucking universe, but he's not trying to get at me. He's trying to get at my homegirl. He can
Wrong.
talk. No.
You
Wrong.
probably miss his warnings and signs.
Veronica-
Men always
Oh my God.
warn you.
Let me give you some of this
Wait.
vibration, dick, baby.
Right.
Let me
Right.
raise your vibration,
Let me get
baby.
Let me give you this chakra
done.
nut.
Okay.
Veronica, we need to bring in.
Yes.
We need to bring back Nichama.
Yes.
Because I think
Woo.
Nichama
Who that?
Yes.
will-
Spiritual healer.
will crack
sexual healer.
Ashley right open.
Oh,
yes.
bring them. Where they at?
No,
I actually haven't experienced him while I was
Veronica,
on the show
please
neither.
share him.
I would
We'll
love
have
to.
Share him with us.
We'll have to figure it out because I think he's over in New Zealand. He's been in New Zealand for the past several months, so we'll have to figure out the time zone thingy.
I love Natama.
I would love to bring the brother back on, and whenever he gets back to LA, we would love to have him come in. You know,
Yeah. He told me my wounding was great for me.
your wounding.
My wounding. Yeah.
I might be scared of Nachama. Don't break him.
Yeah.
I
No.
want to meet
Like, he
him.
might tell me.
No, it's
I
a
wanna know the
lot of
truth.
women. Let me just say, it's a lot of women that I know who listen to this show that are scared. They be like,
I'm
I
ready.
don't see, and that's another thing.
Is Natama a Leo?
Like, can I finish?
I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. Because I be talking and stuff. Anyway,
They gonna have sex after the show. This is all the tension that they bringing
No,
up before.
I think Zoe, my
go-
cousin.
Oh, ew. Okay, never mind. I retract. Zoe.
yeah, I'm totally lost now. Anyway,
Nachama.
Yeah, what about him? I want to meet
Women
him.
are scared.
and a lot of women are afraid, and I be getting, I get a lot of feedback, and I think that brings up another point. A lot of women have difficulty in relationship. Men and women have difficulty in relationship because there's a reluctance to be all the way open. It's like we want to get shit at the same time being partially open. While being partially open, we want to get full benefits
Yeah.
with the door of our soul just cracked.
That's what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Trying to learn how to be open, even though I know he feels the same way. But I'm like, I gotta be the first person to be super open for you to be all comfortable. And as women, yeah, we're supposed to be, because he's a man. He's not gonna be all. He's just gonna show me in his actions. But I gotta be the one that's gonna speak it. And I think
You know the easiest thing to do that is
Scary.
playing a song that reflects your feelings.
like, here, baby, I made this mixtape. Put it in the cassette.
Girl, I got a song for you, honey.
Oh, I'm gonna make a mixtape. Okay.
I thought it was gonna be something different.
Oh, what you,
know
thought?
Would you?
I thought it was gonna end with an enema being mentioned. For real, I
You know what?
did.
Offer him an enema.
Right, I thought
What?
it was because she had that voice that it was gonna go to
That's
something.
her voice, though.
Offer
Yeah.
him
Thank
some
you.
bran muffins. What?
You know what you do? You sit him down quietly and open
And
up his
suck
mouth
his
and make
dick.
him eat it.
Right.
Like I just okay, baby.
Offer him a nut bath. Okay. Just his nuts.
All right.
Let's play. How many nuts can you put in my mouth tonight?
Oh, okay.
You see, Miss Lips, we're ready for anything when it comes to you.
That's okay. I'm glad.
You need to remix the Tootsie Pop commercial. How many licks does it take to get to the center? You
Well,
just,
it take me
I wanna
like
hear the-
30 licks.
okay.
She counted.
Why you know the exact number though?
Because I know.
Uh-huh.
I'm a professional.
All right, so listen. Before we end the show, I want to wrap it up like this. I want to go around the table and get a couple of tips from each of you on how to let down a friend easily after you've been in an intimate relationship with them when you probably shouldn't have entered it. Really quickly, you guys got about 60 seconds to do it. Couple of tips. How do you rewind the clock to what you guys used to be? Ugh.
Do you want to break up or do you want to fix it?
You want to break up and go back to being what you were, friends, good friends. How do you do it?
I had a good one.
You got to be honest and you got to give the time some time because if you got
You
to be
give
honest.
time.
You got to be honest and say what it is. I really think you're awesome and good, but this isn't working. And I would be horrible if I just continue to live a lie. This don't work. You might hate me right now or whatever, but I'm going to keep checking in on you and letting you know I'm here for you as a friend, but I'm not going to continue this romantically.
Can I go next?
She's a fucking lawyer, but okay. Ashley,
whatever.
I'm not doing all that. I'm just.
Thank you, counsel.
Because men ain't gonna hear all that. I'm just gonna let you go, not talk to you. If you text me, I'm not gonna answer back. If I see you in the street, I'm like, what's good? Like what men do. Act like everything's all good and we're just gonna be friends.
You know if you act like it's all good, I still think I got a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah. And I'm just gonna keep swerving. You see me keep swerving a year later.
Hey, what's happening?
What's up, my nigga? Bye.
See, but he said y'all still want to be cool. Y'all not gonna be cool because eventually he gonna resent you. Like, bitch, you got my text. Like, that's...
That's all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna introduce him to the homegirl or the hoe that I know that'll work for him. Or we gonna go to the strip club together. We gonna help you find your soulmate.
In the strip club?
He's still gonna try to hit. You bring him to the strip club. He's gonna be like, hey girl, what you doing for this?
I always be in the strip club, so I'm a good woman.
Ain't nothing wrong with the strip club.
Right, I like the strip club.
But
I'm
saying, strip club. People getting money in there.
I
go to strip club with my man.
I do not need no man to take my anger and what I did with him to the grave. I don't need that bad energy.
I like Miss Lips. That shit was good. Veronica?
I'm just out.
I would just say the way it begins is the way it ends. So if you start off honest, then there's no surprise about the honesty in the conclusion.
I love it. My little tip is simple. Own yours. Right? Hey, I made decisions that are probably detrimental to our friendship. Right? Because I took it somewhere that I knew didn't have a future. Right? And I'm just going to own my piece of that. And I'd love to continue our relationship as friends.
I just never met a man that's just willing to hear all this. He's like, girl, bye. I'm not listening to you. Just
First off, it depends. I'm going to be honest with you.
Please.
It depends on what the woman represents. Like if she's drama, if she's, argumentative and fighting and all the extraness, then we don't have a lot of time for that.
90% of my exes are my homeboys.
But if she's a good person, and to be honest, if she gives you stuff in other ways, it doesn't have to be sex. Like
yes,
my ex-girlfriend, when I was talking last week, and the ex was like, I was telling the story, and she responded like, oh, I'm listening.
Yep.
Like she gives me shit in other ways where it's all good.
Can I get that?
So it's kind of like, okay, being your friend is cool. You know what I mean? Like we still if she got an issue, she'll call me and be like, let me run this by you. Let me get your perspective because I respect your perspective.
Yes.
So that's a give and take kind of relationship. Yes, it used to be sexual, but it's not anymore. But the benefits are still there in terms of, man, I can rely on this dude if I need him for something. Oh, I can rely on her if I need her for something. And it's a give and take kind of situation. So if you can just be honest about fucking up.
Yes.
Hey, I thought this shit was going to work, but it didn't work. I want my friend.
Yes.
How about that?
That works.
That does work. But you're a good man. Just listening from that makes you a good man. A lot of men are not like that.
Hey.
Okay.
This is your evil show.
This is your evil show.
No, this is your evil show. I'm tired of the women coming on here and blaming us. I'm tired of y'all blaming us for your evil.
I think it's a very great show. No evil here.
Shit, crazy ass Miss Lips in here talking about nut baths and all type of shit. I don't know.
I did not say nut baths, but okay.
That was you. Now I know what you do.
So afraid.
Listen, you've been listening to the voice of reason. I don't know if you've gotten anything out of this scrum. Veronica, where can they find you and how do they participate with what you're doing?
You can catch me at blackmastery.com if you want if you want to carry me around in your back pocket hypnotically and reprogram, disempowered black thinking. You can also catch out my free training for my business boot camp at tinyurl.com/90-day blitz, BLITZ, 90-day blitz. And that's where I teach you how to make a bunch of money.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I will be
James
calling you
Broadway,
soon.
Label Records. How can people follow you? How can they get down with your get down, brother?
You can catch me at jbrazil on Instagram. You can catch me at thelabelrecords.com. And just Google me. And I have to tell you, I thought about, you know, when you guys talking about how to break up with somebody, I was like, you know what, girl? I just can't fuck with you no more.
See, that's a real dude.
Yeah.
I'm just not fucking with you. Bye.
I love James.
But did you
James
give
my
her the
nigga.
dick before you said that?
Yes.
You got to.
I mean, that's
See?
come on, that's a
This
prerequisite.
is the
I
parting
knew it.
gift. Here's a little
I knew
D.
it.
Yes.
But you
gotta give us
go.
that
But you
dick
know
before
what?
you break up with us.
Well, I mean, I think that's a greedy man thing, but yeah.
Wait, first off, if you give the dick before you break up, good dick is like super glue. This
It's a parting
motherfucker
gift.
gonna get
It's a parting
Ain't
gift.
no parting.
Here
This
you
is
go.
not with every woman.
Now I gotta go.
In my case, it's Gorilla Glue. They not loosening up.
No. That breakup dick tells a lot.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Ashley, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. My IG handle is at Ashley Banks Life. And you can go to my website. I have a tech company that allows you to book meetings with music professionals, managers, artists, producers. It's called Music Pros Live. You can book a live meeting, a phone meeting, or an in-person meeting with any music professional.
Baller.
Okay.
Love it.
Listen, you guys can get a copy of my book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, at IamZoeWilliams.com. That's where you get the physical copy. You want the physical in my hand paperback? That's where you go get it. IamZoeWilliams.com. I also need you guys to go ahead and support my GoFundMe page. That's GoFundMe.com/Zoe Williams for the Voice of Reason VOR Radio Network. Get down with that. And what else we got? Oh, the Zoe What Morning Show, Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Hot Button Radio. That's what we're doing. It's a lot going on. We'll be back next week with another heater, or maybe we're off.
And follow me on
I'm not
Twitter.
sure. Oh, go
Follow
ahead.
me on Twitter. I'm
Did
sorry.
I get you, Miss Lips?
No, you did.
Okay, I'm
it's
sorry,
okay.
baby. Put your
It's
lips on the
all
mic. I mean, say
Mwah.
okay, go ahead. Where can they find
Follow me on Twitter at LIPPS_Miss, or just Google Miss Lips. I'm gonna be like this nigga over here.
you? Yo,
and catch
follow
my
Miss Lips.
comedy.
Please follow
And
her.
Google me,
I'm
too.
on IG and Snapchat now on Miss Lips Entertainment.
Her
Love it.
Snapchat's probably wild.
All right, I'm going to holla at y'all. Deuces. We'll see you next week.
Love.
Bye.